Hi, hello guys, hope you are all doing great. Welcome to my YouTube channel, everything is 0 and 1. Poco C51 review. So smartphones under 10,000 rupees are not the most sought after in the market. The latest entry-level offering from Poco, the Poco C51 is the latest of the lot, promising a proper Android experience at a not-so-proper price. The Poco C51 has been launched in India at a price of 7,799 rupees and is available for purchase on Flipkart. While there are clearly many latest options, the Poco C51 has something about it. Something that sets the smartphone apart from its rivals, something that gives a different feel the first time you set eyes on the Poco C51. So what is it about this smartphone that makes it seem more premium than other devices? Poco C51 review. Design. The device looks very similar to Xiaomi's Redmi A series smartphones. Makes sense, since this is a rebrand of the Redmi A2, but that is a good thing, since we don't usually get this kind of premium look and feel in this budget. We get a leather-like texture on the back, similar to what we saw on the Redmi A1 series last year. Other things include a dual-tone camera module, which is placed in the top left corner of the back panel. Up front, we get basic stuff. There is a water drop notch on the Poco C51, and the bezels are thicker than what we are used to seeing from smartphones in 2023. The size of the smartphone is also good. Poco C51 review. Display. Display on the Poco C51 is a 6.52-inch IPS LCD display with an HD+ resolution. The display is not very crisp or sharp. We get 269 pixels per inch pixel density, which does not amount to a lot of detail in the display. The Poco C51's brightness tests done using a lux meter, and the smartphone showed a maximum typical brightness of 361 nits, and a minimum of 3 nits. While these aren't the best numbers we have seen, the sunlight visibility of the Poco C51 is pretty good. Other smartphones in this range offer a similar IPS LCD display with a similar resolution. Some may be slightly brighter, some may be a bit more vibrant, but this is pretty much what we get in this price range. Poco C51 review. Performance. Coming to performance, the Poco C51 is powered by a MediaTek Helio G36 SoC paired with up to 4GB of RAM. The smartphone runs on Android Go Edition, which is a lower power version of Android, meaning there is enough room in the Poco C51 to handle pretty much all kinds of tasks you throw its way. However, pitting the Poco C51 against its rivals, the smartphone isn't too far behind. In CPU-based benchmarks, we got a score of 104,163 points on Antutu and 4,731 points on PCMark. In GPU-based benchmarks like GFX Bench, the Poco C51 showed underwhelming results. The smartphone scored 318.50 in the Aztec Ruins high-tier benchmark, 337.1 points in GFX Bench Car Chase, and 857 points in GFX Bench Manhattan 3.1 test. Now, despite the numbers not being too big, the Poco C51 is still capable of running high-power games like Call of Duty Mobile easily. I played a lot of COD Mobile on this smartphone and it ran the game pretty smoothly. I did experience lags and frame drops a few times, but I did manage to win a few rounds, meaning this kind of performance is enough for casual gaming. Poco C51 review. Battery. Coming to battery, the Poco C51 has a 5000 mAh battery with support for 10W charging. I was easily able to make this last for more than 1.5 days, despite gaming and running benchmarks on the device. Overall, it gave us an on-screen time of more than 7 hours, which is great. According to tests, the Poco C51 drained only 3% of the battery while playing COD Mobile for 15 minutes. It drained 4% battery while watching an HD video on YouTube for 30 minutes, and we saw a 7% battery drop while using GPS navigation for 1 straight hour. The charging, however, is slow at 10W. The Poco C51 charged from 0 to 100 in more than 2.5 hours. That is quite slow, if compared with 2023 standards. Poco C51 review. Camera. Coming to camera, we get a dual rear camera setup on the Poco C51 that includes a primary 8-megapixel camera and a VGA depth sensor. The images in low light are a bit hazy and lack detail. Further, there is no wide-angle or telephoto lens for users to play around with. Poco C51 review. Verdict. So the Poco C51 is a good device for its budget. It looks very good and the battery easily lasts all day and more, covering the two most important factors users look for in this budget. However, the display is underwhelming, and you only get 10W fast charging via a micro USB port. For a budget of around 8,000 rupees, the Poco C51 is a good device to go for, if you want a smooth Android experience without any premium features. It looks very good and the battery easily lasts all day and more, covering the two most important factors users look for in this budget. The camera is also not all that bad, and you get a few more convenience features like a capacitive fingerprint sensor at the back and a 3.5mm headphone jack. For a budget of 8,000 rupees, this is a good deal.